Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these really easy and beautiful roses out of paper and pipe cleaners. These can really be used for any DIY and can be added on to any project that you're trying to do. They're just so intricate looking. Without further ado, let's get into the DIY. Okay, so for the materials you're going to be needing, you'll need a stack of Post-it notes or just a few pieces of paper cut out into 8.5 centimeters by 8.5 centimeters size. And Post-it notes are a little bit smaller than that, but honestly it just depends on how big you want your flower to be. You're also going to need some glue. I'm just going to be using some Elmer's glue, but any liquid glue will work just fine. And then you're also going to need some scissors, and finally you're going to need a pipe cleaner about the size of this one, a little bit longer maybe. I just recommend using a full one as the stem. Okay, so first take off one Post-it note like this, and what we're going to do is fold it. And then you're going to fold it one more time, but this time do not fold it all the way. You're just going to fold it about halfway up, so about that much. And along that crease, fold it again, and then one more time on the opposite side. I would just kind of experiment with that until you get like the most even fold possible, but it should look like that once it is all folded. I'm just going to freehand it. You're going to kind of make like a petal shape with your pencil, and I would recommend doing this in pencil just because it might be hard to get the shape at first. It should look something like that. Once you have this shape, you're going to take some scissors and you're going to cut it out. So now you should have a shape that looks like this, and you can just discard this piece. And then when you open it up very carefully, you should get something that looks like this. It looks like a little flower. And we need 4 of these in total, so you're basically just repeat what we've done so far to make 3 more of these flowers. Now you should have 4 of these flowers, and the one thing I will tell you guys, a little tip, is to make sure that when you're tracing the petal, try to make it so that there's like a gap between here as much as possible, if you guys know what I mean. Like you're cutting like close to the edge but not completely. When you line them up as best as you can. Once you have them lined up as much as possible, you're just going to take each individual group of petals and fold them together down into the middle. You want to take something like a toothpick or your nail and just kind of crease each of the petals in the middle. So now it should look something like that. Once you have your flowers like this, you're going to go ahead and separate them. You're going to take 2 of them, and with either like a toothpick again, which is what I recommend using, or just your fingers, you're just going to kind of roll each side of each petal back a little bit. That'll kind of give it like the effect of a flower petal, and you're going to do that for 2 of these only. Now once you have 2 of them with the rolled petals, set those over to the side, and then we're going to take one of the other ones and you're going to end up gluing them like this. So I'm going to add, you really don't need a lot of glue for this, just a tiny bit of glue right there on that petal, and then a tiny bit on the back of the other one. And then just kind of put them together. This is going to be like the very center of the flower. And you're going to repeat that with the next petals. Put a tiny bit of glue on the outside of each petal. Take your other one without the folded petals, and for me, it's supposed to fit like exactly inside without like any extra space on the outside between the ends of the petals. So since mine does have a little bit of extra space, I'm just going to go ahead and cut each of the petals a little bit more. You're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of the petals that you just put together, and then go ahead and drop it in the center of the flower. And once that is in place, you're going to take your glue once again and just line each petal with the tiniest bit of glue about halfway up. Now you're going to go ahead and fold up every petal one by one. This might take some patience, but you just want to hold every single petal in place as much as possible until the majority of it dries. You're going to do the exact same thing with the last two flower petals that you have. Good. You're going to again glue it here and then do the same thing. So I'll show you guys one more time, and then you're going to repeat for the last one as well. Now we're going to attempt to make the stem like this. This is what the flower should look like once it is completely finished. And so what we're going to do at the top, the tip of the pipe cleaner, we're going to just make it a little nub basically. So you're going to take your scissors and kind of measure it down until about right here, or until about 4 inches, and then you're just going to cut the stem. And then with the rest of the pipe cleaner, we're going to make our leaves. So go down about 1 inch, go out enough so that you can fold in half and still have a decently sized leaf. So that's one leaf, and then basically we're just going to replicate that on the other side using as much pipe cleaner as you need. So I would just kind of wrap this around a couple of times and then wrap the rest of the pipe cleaner around the stem. And then that will give you your finished stem. So now all that's left to do is to take your Elmer's glue and put a little bit of glue right on top of the stem nub that we created, and I'm just gonna attach it to the middle of the flower like that. But yeah, that is basically it. That is how you make these super beautiful roses. I really hope you enjoyed seeing how to make these beautiful paper roses. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more fun DIYs like this one. Also, let me know in the comments if you are liking these DIYs, because I'll definitely be sure to make some new ones for you if you do. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!